I want to make sure that your mic works. Can you tell me your
Okay.
name and do you have a title?
Do I have a title? No.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I guess, yeah, I'm the director of organization for the Black People's Advancement and Defense Organization. But I'm not here really representing that. I'm here for the Justice for Trayvon Coalition of Tampa and, just an organizer in that.
Life Malcolm, is that
Life
what
Malcolm,
you
that is correct.
All right, great. And I've seen online that you spell it with a capital F in Life, or is it just L-I-F-E?
That's the only way I can make it happen on Facebook because of its restrictions. It's just L-I-F-E.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, let's begin then. Can you tell us why you and the other protesters were at the Rick Scott event, and what happened? Who was there? What was it like?
Okay, well, we were at the Rick Scott event. Well, let me say who was there. Myself, Jared Hamill, and Edwin was there. Edwin came to do pictures for us. And we were there because we'd heard that Rick Scott would be in town to talk about the Bollywood Oscars. But of course, in the wake of the not guilty verdict for George Zimmerman and the tragic murder of Trayvon Martin, we wanted to really ask the more important question of Rick Scott, like what is he going to do about the stand your ground law? What is he going to do to deal with the verdict that was handed down, and to offer some kind of healing to the state of Florida, at least that part of the state of Florida that feels that justice was not served. And so that's why we were there. We were met with a bit of hostility outside the SunTrust building. We were not allowed access to Governor Scott. I happen to have a press pass, though, because I write for the Florida Sentinel Bulletin. And so I went and got my press pass. And at that juncture, myself and Edwin, the photographer, were allowed to go upstairs. When we got upstairs, we were once again met with resistance, this time by the Tampa Police Department. It took them at least 8.5 minutes to allow us back into the room where the press conference would be held with Governor Scott once he had concluded his meeting with the city and the organizers of the Bollywood Oscars. So maybe about 10 minutes passed before Rick Scott came into the press conference room. During that time, though, Edwin and I had the opportunity to ask other media persons there how long it took them to gain access to the press conference room, and they indicated that they were able to get in almost immediately, which seems that just a few days after the George Zimmerman not guilty verdict that I was profiled by the Tampa Police Department, ironically. So anyway, in walks Governor Scott, and he talks about the Bollywood meeting in a very cursory fashion, and immediately opens up for questions. And a reporter, I couldn't see where the reporter was from, throws out the question, what are you going to do about George Zimmerman verdict and Trayvon Martin? And so he gives what seemed to be this boilerplate answer about how tragic it is for a 17-year-old to have lost his life, and so on and so forth. He didn't say anything really definitive. And as soon as he concluded his answer, he rushed out the door to questions being screamed at him, like the one for myself: what are you going to do about the stand your ground law? Will you repeal it? Do you still support it? And other reporters asking him why was he rushing away. So that was pretty much that thing.
How do you feel about the governor's response?
I mean, the boilerplate response I thought was insensitive, and the way he turned his back on the people who were there to speak with him, I thought was a bit cold.
That's all I think I have time to talk about. But
say that again, please.
I think that's all I have time for. I have to actually go.
Okay,
prepare.
Can I just quickly mention that there's an action tomorrow at 400 North Tampa Street, Justice for Trayvon. We'll be standing there as part of solidarity with the actions that will be taking place the following day, and also that's from 3:30 to 6:30 tomorrow at 400 North Tampa Street, and on Tuesday at in front of the Tampa Police Department on 22nd Street. There's also an action, another Justice for Trayvon action, and that will begin at 7 p.m. You can find us at Justice for Trayvon Coalition of Tampa on Facebook for more information.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Sean.
Thanks.